What's up, dudes? We are here at NAMM 2025. I'm here with my main man, Dan.
Hey, good to see you.
And he is all things Ibanez. And he's going to show us all the new gear for 2025 by Ibanez. What do we got?
Well, starting off strong, we've got the new AZ Standard. And you know, AZ has been around for 2018, since 2018, so for a couple of years already. And we had a Prestige and a Premium line. Then we kind of brought out the AZ Essentials, which was basically the equivalent to kind of Geo level. And there was still some room in the middle, you know, for the, let's say, more advanced players, for someone who's looking for a good backup guitar, but you know, it needed to be accessible. So our guys in Japan, they have been cooking something pretty nice throughout the course of the last 2-3 years, and this is the result. This is the AZ Standard, and those beasts, they are packed with all the specs you could wish for. So basically, we're talking about a alder body with a super sweet flame maple veneer. And then let's go into details. We've got Ibanez proprietary tremolo. We've got a dynamic switching, which is basically the same function as on the big sister models, the Premium and the Prestige. We've got pickups that have been designed only for the AZ Standards. These are modern, custom modern, and also custom classics. So basically a little bit hotter on the 24 fret models and slightly kind of toned down, more, you know, for the single coils, vintagey, on the 22 fret models. We're also talking about stainless steel frets on the Chitopa fretboard.
Okay.
We have a roasted maple neck on these guitars, super soft, super smooth. And of course, we've got the iconic AZ shaping that is super, you know, the curvature is just super smooth, you know. It just feels like, you know, just like home. You know, and all that, of course, locking tuners. Some people out there will appreciate. And yeah, that just makes it a super nice bundle. And here the price point for these axes is around 550 bucks.
Wow.
And I think this is like so much bang for buck.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, we tried them out, especially the pickups is something where a lot of people absolutely are blown away by that. They have been, as I said, custom designed, and I'm super happy to have these guitars and make AZ even more accessible to more players to kind of figure out a modern spec'd Ibanez guitar that kind of feels vintagey. It's not necessarily a shred guitar, but it's the convenient do-it-all for, you know, every like working man musician.
Sure.
Right.
Absolutely. And a beautiful top, beautiful finish.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Available in blue. We have also got the black one, and there's also sunburst one. So very classy colors, and you know, they look a lot more than 550 bucks.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
What else we got?
Moving on. Let's do the Genesis collection then.
All right.
We go to this, okay? All right. Oh yeah. Moving on. We have Genesis collection models that are new for this year, and we also got RG Premium models. Let's start off with RG Premium. This is a first for Ibanez. We've got not just colored, like blue colored pickups, we also got a super nice H02 bridge that's also in blue color, and it goes super well with the iron pewter finish. This is one of the premium models. It's the RGR 6 PSP, and this is exclusive for this year. It's a limited run, and as I said, it comes with Fluence pickups, beautiful ebony fretboard. We've got a lightweight Nayado body, reverse headstock that's blacked out. Super cool.
I like that. Yeah. I like that, yeah.
And you know, I'm always saying the world is a better place with more reverse headstock guitars because they look so mean, right? Yeah, that's like a shreddy limited guitar for this year. So if you're digging the look, make sure to check that out. And also limited, and talking about shreddy guitars, let me grab this one. We've got our Genesis collection.
I was wondering if this was a 565 because the 565 came out in what, 1991?
There you go.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
We were an Ibanez dealer when in my prior life when I worked at a music store. But yeah, that's amazing.
And you know, the Genesis collection is a relatively new project that kind of targets at kind of getting all the Ibanez 80s, 90s DNA into, you know, back. It's kind of like a legacy collection, you could call it. So we wanted to make those old late 80s, early 90s models available for the next generation.
Yeah.
You know, and this is all the 80s, 90s DNA from Ibanez. So we're talking about the original square heel. You know,
right.
The one that Paul Gilbert still...
The tilt.
The tilt, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's super cool because what you can see is that was an innovation back in the day.
Oh, absolutely.
Sliding tilt, it was super comfy to play. right? We're talking about basswood bodies. We've got the original edge tremolo on these. Ibanez pickups as back in the day, so we've got the Infinity R on the neck position and the V8 on the bridge. You know, on the RG550 we had the V7, S1 and V8, if you remember. And then we've got a cool three-piece maple neck with a volute. So this is one of the minor cosmetic upgrades, because you know those models back in the day, they were prone to, you know, neck breakage.
Right,
and,
right.
Especially also the screws. If you tighten it too much, you know, you could easily damage the neck.
Right.
So with the volute, this is no longer a problem. Again, we've got a wizard neck profile, which is pretty good. We've got go-to machine heads, and of course a bound fretboard, rosewood fretboard with the iconic shark tooth inlays. And yeah, these bad boys, they clock in at $10.99.
Wow.
Made in Japan.
Wow.
So this is basically
Yeah.
the essence of Ibanez in a guitar, you know.
Fantastic.
So
Just like the other, like the RG 550.
correct.
Was also at a really good price point when it came out. It was like, you know, a
That was
very
like $9.99 or
yeah,
something, right?
it's incredibly great.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna I'm talking from the heart here. You've done the 550. You've done the 565. I know myself and a lot of people would love to see, if you're listening, Ibanez, the RG560. We loved the RG560. It's a single, double.
Yep.
It was a fan favorite back then. I'm just throwing it out there for 2026. Okay.
See you next year then.
See you next year.
All right, cool.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Genesis
Yeah,
collection
yeah.
made in Japan. So let's move on to some other new products. All right, let's go over here. All right, moving on to signature models this year. There's some amazing new additions to the lineup. What we are holding are basically AZS-based signature guitars for Josh Smith and Laurie Basilio.
Yeah.
And this is already the third iteration of Laurie's signature guitar. She had the purple one, she had the white one. And for this year, we've got the LB1 also available in black.
Right.
Spec-wise, it's identical to the other ones. Also, of course, features our signature Seymour Duncan pickups, a beautiful roasted maple neck with bird's eye maple on the back.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's gorgeous.
That's really nice.
That's real nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Other than that, the color is cool. It kind of matches her new look. Kind of Laurie is reinventing herself every couple months, so this is now really like in line with her new look. And I mean, she's creating beautiful music with this
Absolutely.
guitar. And then Josh, you know,
Yes.
Josh,
Oh, what a player.
what a player.
I
you
am
know,
such a fan of Josh Smith's playing. I really am.
He's working
He's
with
a monster player.
Yeah, and he's not the one to play. He's also a monster producer. He's working with Joe Bonamassa. He's working with Andy Timmons.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really digging that this is a guitar we don't have on the roster or on the portfolio anywhere else. It features a super sweet V-neck that just kind of.
Oh my God, that is a V-neck.
That is beautiful.
Oh
right?
my God, yeah, that's nice.
It's got soft shoulders, but it still feels very vintagey.
Right.
This is the second version of Josh's signature model. The previous one had a roasted maple neck and fretboard. Here he went with rosewood. Maybe also to you know, make it a little bit different in terms of feel and tone.
Plus, rosewood really matches with this particular color
Yes,
quite well.
Yeah, that's mint sanded. It's that kind of
It's beautiful.
vintage. It looks like Olympic white that's been aged.
Right.
So, and we've got, of course, the Seymour Duncan signature pickups, and the Flat 5.1, the first model that he brought out, had a single coil in the neck and a single coil in the bridge. For the second iteration of his model, he went with a humbucker in the neck position. I think it's a very nice, you know,
A very
addition
warm
to the palette.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, right.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean,
Beautiful.
it's just like super vintagey looking guitar.
Right,
We've got
with the vintage
go-tos.
tuners, yeah.
Correct. Josh signature. Both are made in Japan. Both of these signature guitars. So a little bit more on the pricier side, but these are like the full package, because this is you get the model that the artist is actually playing. So Laurie or Josh, they could just pick one of these guitars from a wall at the dealer anywhere in the world, and they could just go and gig with them. So if you're interested in these models, just try them out and give them a spin. So Steve, early 2000s, Ibanez released the K7 models for the Korn.
I remember.
You remember?
I remember.
Also remember this thing?
Oh, right.
It's back. The U-bar is back.
The U-bar.
Yes.
Oh my God, I had forgotten about.
That was super neat. So basically, this is a slightly modded low pro edge, and this is the U-bar. And what it does is, instead of having the wiggle stick here to kind of get into your way when you're playing, you can just put it in here, and you can do like the subtle whip up, the subtle trem action as these guys like it. So you know, you just push here and you can modulate. Right.
I actually would love to see this on more guitars. That's fantastic.
I know.
That's amazing. And the first thing I noticed when I picked it up was it's a little bit lighter than I had expected.
Yeah, this one's even lighter. Let's swap.
Oh my God, it is. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, that's one of the perks with using like modern woods, because here we are using Nayado as a basis for the guitars. So if the wood base is already rather light, then even a Evertune system does not really add too much of weight to the guitar. And here we're talking about siblings, so this is yin and yang. So for Monkey and for Head, because Head is back with Ibanez, Monkey has never been not with Ibanez, so we're very happy to have him as a long-time artist. And both of these guitars are based on the RGA. The differences are here we've got the U-bar and the low Pro Edge tremolo. Here we've got the Evertune system. Both guitars feature Blaze 7-string pickups from DiMarzio. Monkey's guitar features a beautiful ebony fretboard, whereas Head went with rosewood. And of course, the looks are slightly different.
Lumilé sides?
Say again?
Fluorescent sides?
Of course, these are Lumilés as well.
Yeah.
And then he went with the all blacked out look.
All right.
And this is more like the White Angel look, gold and white, right?
Beautiful.
Super happy to have them back. You know, Korn is just crushing it once again. You know, they're playing stages all over the world. They are like having their, second, third heyday. And it's just amazing to see these guys being back and having these guitars back on the roster. So check them out. And if you're in the market for a fancy looking guitar, I've got something for you, Steve.
I love gold.
Everyone loves gold, not just Gold Member and Steve, but this is the second Gold Boy. The previous one had a very fancy pickup layout, you know, with a lot of switches here. And Ibanez has been listening to the fans that wanted to have the guitar that Joe is actually playing. And this is equipped with a Sustainiac in the neck position and a Saturate in the bridge. Of course, we've got the edge tremolo. We've got super cool, gold chrome finish.
You can check your hair.
Yeah, I mean Joe went bald, so he doesn't necessarily have to do that. But there you go. But you
had to bring that up.
I know. Yeah, we're all turning over.
Poor Joe, he had quite the head of hair in his younger days.
Yeah, but older body, we've got a rosewood neck, so this is like one of the quintessential Joe Satriani models. Super cool look. It's a small production run, but it's available for this year. So anyone who's in the market for a Gold Boy, go check it out. It's the real thing, and it's like just as Joe plays it on stage. All right, we talked about AZ already, introduced back in 2018, and the line has evolved ever since. You know, we started with the AZ with a recessed tremolo with the Hyperion pickups that were rather hot. Then we got the AZ-N, which was a non-recessed version of the AZ with the Seymour Duncan Fortuna pickups that were a little bit tamed down and more vintagey. Then we introduced the 2203, which is the 3 single cut version with a blender on the tone pot. So you can add the opposite pickup live and seamlessly. And for this year, we've kind of took all those variations of the AZ line and added some new color options. And this is the first that we have also like super cool matte finishes on those models. So this is the 2203 in that beautiful matte blue. And we also got the 2204, the non-recessed version, in what they call ivy green metallic flat. So it looks kind of gray, greenish. And I don't know, it's just like I'm digging the looks. They look super classy. They give me some sort of, I don't know, Gilmore vibe. It's super cool. And of course, if you are more into like more vibrant colors, we've got this beautiful 2204N in vermilion red. Then we've got a 2204 with a recessed trim in white.
And that's a pearl.
That's a pearl white, yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Hopefully you can see the flaky shine to it. That's super nice. And then of course something maybe more polarizing, but nevertheless super nice is the 2402 in apple green metallic.
I actually really like this. I like the 24 frets.
Yep.
I like the 2 humbuckers.
Yep.
I like the blade switch. I like a lot of things about this guitar. This checks a lot of boxes for me.
Oh yes. The only downside of such a finish is that it doesn't look good in the catalog. So you can barely take good pictures and you know, do print photos of that.
Right.
So you gotta experience that in real life.
Right.
So
it looks beautiful.
It is, and it plays as smooth as you would expect.
We have the switch.
We've got the dynamic switching here, so we've got 10 different tonal options here.
Right.
We've got 9 tonal options on these ones.
Okay.
So you still got the whole AZ package, right?
Sure.
Here, even with the 2204, we've got the compound radius.
Right,
So-
and the Luma inlays.
Yes, of course, Luminlays, and it's that's very different. So this is like the OG AC model, and they got refined over the course of time, especially as I said with the compound radius, with the rosewood fretboard. So I think nowadays we've got something for everyone. If you're in the market for an AZ, every price point, every option, just you know, try them out and figure out what's best for you, what pleases your ear, and I think you'll be happy.
Sure.
Sweet. Steve, Iron Label and X Design Lab, 2 iconic series that Ibanez introduced a couple years ago.
We're just going to call it Ibanez Ghost Metal.
Oh yes, that is like the quintessential.
Even though people call those
Essence.
metal guitars,
Yes.
that's hair metal guitars.
Yeah.
This is metal.
Now, if you ask a metal guitar player what color do you prefer, he says any color that's black.
Which is why
Right?
there's iron right in the name.
Yeah, Iron Label, that's right. So yeah, we get some cool offerings for the metal players. So in the X Design Lab, that's a series similar to the Bass Workshop models. That's a collection of guitars where we can kind of incorporate ideas that do not necessarily appear on regular series of Ibanez.
Right.
So here we have an Evertune on this guitar. We've got Fishman Fluence pickups in gold and the RGR 52. Also got a beautiful ebony fretboard. We've got an Ayado body with a finished but non-glossy matte neck. And like this is the ultimate Shred X for everyone who's in the market for an Evertune equipped guitar. Because Steve, let's face it, Evertune is one of the few innovations over the course of the last 10 or 15 or 20 years that really has made a difference.
Massive difference.
We've seen a lot of new innovations come and go, like the Tronical system, you know, on the big G guitars. That was also innovative and it worked, but it didn't really you know, reach the basis of players, you know. Evertune, however, you can find it in the studio, you can find it in the metal scene. It's just something that has become a household name if you're looking for a innovative system that's just keeping the tuning, you know. And if you set those up right, you can still bend, you know. There's those prejudices that with an Evertune system you cannot do any bending.
Yeah, that's not true. You can bend.
It just has to be set up. Correct, in the right way. So with the RGR 52 ET in black, this is like the overall metal machine. But of course, we have a line that's called Iron Label that has been in the market even longer than X Design Lab, and you're holding one of these. This is the RGR 62 in black flat. And what we've done here is, this is a blacked out model. So basically everything from top to bottom is black. We're talking about a reverse headstock with black Ibanez logo. We have no inlays whatsoever on the ebony fretboard. We've got an Ayado body that's finished in satin black. We've got black pickups. These are DiMarzio deactivators. We've got Edge Zero bridge. This is like the metal machine, and I'm absolutely digging the looks. And we've got not just the 6-string with trem. We also, here right behind you, we've got the 7-string with tremolo, right?
Yeah.
So we've got the 6 and 7-string players covered. And if you're more interested in, you know, low tunings, extended range, we also got an RGD, which features a 26.5-inch scale neck.
Oh, much, yeah, right.
Longer scale, so lower tuning, still the same classy look. So basically we've got something for everyone, right? If you're on the market for a metal guitar, make sure to check out the Iron Label series for 2025. Cheers.